Hello, son.
I'm not your son, Gramps.
You guessed my name. They call me Gramps around here.
They call me all kinds of things. Mostly Geralt, or Scabbed Freak.
Well, people exaggerate. I don't see many scabs. No offense.
None taken. But I'm likely to earn some trekking through this swamp.
Yes?
I'm looking for work.
Ah, swords. I suspect I know the type of work you seek. Perhaps you could escort me to the chapel for my prayers. I'm old and no longer good at driving monsters off with my staff.
I was thinking about paying work, but all right, I'll take you there.
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough! I've had enough!
These boggy holes must be clay pits.
Clay pits. This is where those lunatics work.
Huh. They look normal to me.
Brickmakers pretend to be normal to strangers, yet they conceal their faith. Do you know those dimwits worship fish people?
People believe in the strangest things.
Yeah, but to worship slime-covered reptiles with bulging eyes... those Vodyanoi can't even talk. You must communicate with them using objects.
Care to elaborate?
Humans communicate with fishoids by leaving objects on special altars. Each item has specific symbolic meaning and is read as an intention. The Vodyanoi answer in the same manner.
What kind of objects?
Dunno, and I don't care. You need to speak with one of the worshippers. But brickmakers don't divulge their knowledge to potential blasphemers. Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough! 3 islands they call this place. A plant called celandine flourishes here.
You know about herbs?
Well, I'm no herbalist, but I read much in my youth. For example, 2 doses of celandine combined with nasen salts produces a bomb that instills magic fear.
Useful.
Hordes of Bloodsweegers inhabit the swamp. If you can get 2 doses of their blood, mix it with abomination lymph and echinopsis spores, you create a potion that druids call Maribor Forest.
Know any other uses for herbs?
Damnable old age. I may remember later.
Enough! I've had enough! 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 Enough! I've had enough!
A cave entrance.
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough!
I rarely go near that cave. It's the lair of wild dogs.
Wild dogs in the swamp?
The hounds feed on carrion, though they rarely scorn fresh meat. I heard them howl at night as they hunt in packs.
I had a bad dog experience recently. Think I'll skip visiting the cave.
A tale may change your mind. Local legend claims the tomb of a famous Vran warrior lies in the deepest parts of the cavern. Some say a vast treasure lies with him.
Who are the Vrans?
Were, for they're nearly extinct. Well, I know little about them. Not even where they accumulated treasures.
Treasure?
Folks tell the strangest tales, all varying, save for one point.
What's that?
All who sought the treasure vanished.
Let's move on.
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough!
There, on the other bank, stands the famous Mage's Tower. None have entered since its builder parted from this world.
Someone misplaced the key?
The tower only opened when the Sephiroth were placed on the pillars of the Tree of Life, and plus the sentry guarded it.
What's this sentry?
One of the Mage's golems, made of clay, but given the attributes of life. Those wishing to enter the tower must pass the sentry first.
You're beginning to sound like a mystic. Just the facts, please.
There are few. I know only that the sentry stands in the golem burial ground near the tower.
You seem to know a lot. Where'd you get this information?
And folk talk, I listen. Sephiroth, pillars and all.
Sephiroth and pillars?
The pillars are positioned throughout the swamp. The doors open when the Sephiroth, runic stones, are united with their corresponding pillars.
Complicated way to open a door.
Indeed, the Mage was obsessed, dedicated to his passion. He wanted only those who understood to gain access. Well, I'm not sure what all the Tree of Life business means.
What was this wizard doing?
Investigating the mystery of life, seeking to animate the inanimate. He created golems, including the greatest of them, the Sentry.
Enough. Let's go.
Here we are. Thank you, son.
I'm not your son.
I like you. Visit me sometime. I'll show you my books, serve you some tea, and goulash. You're a witcher, yes? I met another of your kind recently, but he lacked courtesy. He demanded to know about the Circle of Elements.
Another Witcher? What can you tell me about him?
Well, not much, son. He wanted about asking questions, and looking like one with a sour stomach.
I'm not so interested in that.
Yeah, I know. He feared something, or someone. Spent most of his time near the pits where those village idiots burrow in clay.
Thanks, Gramps. That helps. This reminds me of something. There's an altar at the base. Looks like a brickmaker's village.
Nothing to do.
Gnawed human bones? Brains? I'm gonna puke.
This will be my home.
Is that skull and brain human?
Yes.
And the meat?
That too.
Plates. A mug.
That don't get agitated. Listen to my reasons.
What reasons might a cannibal have?
You look pale. Care to eat something?
Why do you eat human flesh?
Well, I enjoy it. It has health-giving qualities, and it tastes like chicken. A pound of human flesh provides the equivalent of...
Spare me.
Well, you asked. I do follow certain rules. For instance, I never consume children.
Truly praiseworthy.
Well, no need for sarcasm. Well, occasionally I polish up a druid or a brickmaker, but I especially savour elf meat. It's aromatic, naturally infused with scents of roots and spices.
What about dwarf meat?
Well, veiny and stringy. I believed I tasted it once, but in truth I'm unsure it was dwarf meat. To my embarrassment, I was forced to fight a drowner for it. The bloody scrap that was my share had little to identify it.
Enough.
As you wish, I'll say no more.
You don't deserve to live.
Well, you can always kill me, but I'm of greater use alive. I've vast knowledge and I know this swamp well. I could be of assistance to you.
Like I believe you. You'll flee as soon as I leave.
No, I'm too old to run again. I'd not deceive you. You've come to the swamp on an important mission. Completing it must be of greater import than one old monster. Mark me, I hold answers to many questions.
Fine. You'll live, for now.
Thank you. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll grant you a potion recipe.
That could be useful.
Oh, nothing beats